This is what happens when you fly by feel. What's up, pilots? Today I'm going to show you the science that actually keep you up in the air. After plenty of close call with the SpeedyBee Master 3X, I finally figured out the moves that takes you from surviving to surgical. Those 8 lessons works for any drone you fly. Plus, I have a bonus habit at the end that tells me if I'm going to crash even before I plug it in. Welcome aboard, buckle up. Let's get to work. So the first lesson is the speed. You see, you have to pick a speed that you're comfortable with. In my case, I mean, everybody's different. You don't have to be me, I don't have to be you, depending where you stage and flying. But between 15 and 20 miles per hour, this is my comfort zone. Right now it's 20 miles per hour. 17. So if you're feeling you're in rush and you're going faster with what you prefer or what you can work with, just slow down. 20 miles per hour, 24, that's kind of a little bit fast for me to go in between trees. So again, the speed, your speed. I'm gonna slow down because this is going too fast for me. It's okay to go slow. Woo! See, I hit that ghost branch. Because I was going really too fast. Let's try it with the slower speed. See, I slow down and it's working much better. So speed is number 1. Number 2 is looking through the gap, meaning when you look at the gap, you're not looking actually at it. Let's find the gap here somewhere. Okay, let's look at this gap over there. If I'm looking at the gap, I won't be able to hit it. So you have to look through the gap. I'm looking through the gap, not looking at the gap. Look at this gap here. I'm looking through what's behind it, what's after it. I'm not concentrating on the gap itself. Let's look at this gap here. What's behind it? I'm looking farther down rather than I'm looking, okay, what is this gap? But okay, what's behind it? So I don't want to be doing this gap and I'm not aware of what's gonna happen right behind it. And wow, there's a helicopter here. Sounds like very close. Where is it? I don't see it. Ah, here it is. See it? Anyways, let's get back to the lesson. So the third lesson is knowing if you're gonna hit a tree or not. How would you know if you're gonna hit the tree? Look, I know I'm not gonna hit this tree because I'm looking at the horizon. You see this tree and you see it behind the horizon. It's in the horizon. That means if I keep going, I will hit it. So I want to make sure when I'm looking at the trees, I'm not seeing them sticking out in the horizon like this one. Let's do some here flying, and all of these trees are actually under the horizon right now. Watch. If I see them sticking in the horizon, then I'll adjust for that. This is kind of sticking in the horizon, so I climb a little bit. So that's how the way I know if I am gonna hit a tree or not, or in fact any obstacle, not necessarily only trees. But that's how the way you serve the trees, you see? It's not sticking on the horizon, so it's safe. If it's sticking on the horizon like this is dangerous. Okay, next is the camera angle. So I'm gonna show you what a camera angle. This is a lower camera angle. So the lower the camera angle, the slower you go. But then you lose aerodynamic. If you're in lower camera angle and you want to turn, it's kind of harder to do the turn. It will be sliding sideways and stuff like that, and it was slowing down. Let's show you what is a higher camera angle will look like. It's going to look like just like this. And then when you turn, it's much, much smoother. All right, let's go ahead and change batteries, and we'll continue the other 4 lessons on the next one. All right, let's go ahead and get to the second part of the lesson. So this one is lead with a roll. Meaning, if you're going to turn, this is the most problematic I see with other people. If you're gonna turn like this, see, it's not leading with the roll. It's a very wide turn. Very wide turn. I almost get to the road with that. So you have to lead with the roll and give it a throttle. See, like this, to keep it tight. You lead with the roll, then you give it a throttle. You see the throttle down there on the screen? So when you do these turns, make sure you lead with a roll and you give it a throttle. So you don't have to drift, meaning if I'm gonna turn here, see, I stopped. Otherwise, if I don't and I go easy without leading a turn, I could have hit the tree behind me. I got too close to it just to show you. Look at the throttle. Lesson number 6, circle to confirm. Okay, so if I'm not sure about a line, if I wanna go through this gap here, I'm not sure about it. So I'll just hover and I'll check it out. Look here, it's not doable. So that would be preparation before the flight or before you do anything. So I can see here I could probably do this, but not the other one. So just hover around and make sure before you do the line. Right now I know I can do this line here because I already checked it out. And I can go through it safely. Lesson number 7. So another thing that I see a lot of pilots do mistakes is never disarm unless if you're on the ground. I've seen people, they hit a branch like this on a tree. I see them hit it. I'm not saying they're not, but they disarm right away. Why would you disarm if you're not on the ground? You know, make things worse. So never disarm unless if you are on the ground. I'm gonna show you a lesson here. Look at this. I'm gonna split the screen so you can see it. You see here, I never disarmed and I kept on going. Lesson number 8, micro adjustments. Make small micro adjustments on the throttle. Watch what the drone does, then adjust again. Don't make big changes and try to tighten it back. Tiny inputs, constant evaluation. Licking grass. So I lead, then I give it a throttle. See that? Otherwise, I could have had the other tree. I hope these lessons help you today. Those are the 8 lessons that I can think of that are gonna help you to do surgical flying rather than surviving while you're flying. Especially with a beginner drone like SpeedyBee Master 3X. All right, so the battery's down. Let's go ahead and bring it. Split us. Coming to land. So here is the bonus tip. Explore. Explore. Walk the area before you take off. Let's look at this tree, for example, here. So we want to check for branches, like ghost branches that we are not aware of. Yeah, see there's some branches over here. So if I'm coming through, you want to see if there's any branches like these that you're not going to see, because if you go in too fast, you might not be able to see this one. So exploring the area is very important. Just look around and make sure that you can go through it and it's safe for you to do that. This will save you a crash for sure. So walking the area, exploring the area before takeoff is the right thing to do. And that's my bonus tip. Thank you for flying with me. I appreciate you stick around all the way to the end. Those 8 lessons works for any drone you fly. It just takes little time to unlock them. Which lesson helped you the most? Please let me know down in the comment. And we'll see you on the next mission.